By the end of this video, every one of you watching it will be a completely new version of you. That's what we're going to be doing. We're also going to be using that of the group dynamic energy of all of us connected to completely transform our own lives. So this is something that we've done before, these kind of like group activations, these group energies. And it's something that when many people are focused on one outcome, it has a very powerful effect on multiplying the probability of something happening. Now, realize that if you feel stuck, if you feel frustrated, if you feel blocked, it's because the old identity has some form of way of being. We're stuck to an old identity, to an old story about who we are, about the way reality works. And what happens is that keeps us trapped. So during this meditation / teaching / Q&A, we're going to be transforming into a new version of ourselves. So first things first, can you guys like this video? The thing is, when you like it, it gets shared out to more notifications, more people get it. And the thing is, the more of us that do it, the more of us tap into our hearts, the more we are able to transform the collective consciousness. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go through a little bit of teaching about this whole idea. Comment below where you are from. I know we have people from all over the world. I see, nice. Nathan says liked. Awesome. So, awesome. So Alexander says, I'm ready to transform. Awesome. I am excited too. So let's go ahead. Are you guys able to? Let's see. Now, awesome. See Washington. I see Wales. I see Toronto. We got people from all over. That's really cool. So yes, like this video. The more it gets shared, the more, we're able to all do it and all come together. Now, the thing is, and what I want to share with this is a shift can happen like that. Shifting can happen very quickly. Back in 2012, I went through a huge shift where I started to learn meditation, and I let go of my old identity. The old identity that I had then was of, taking Adderall, working that 9-to-5 job. I felt very stuck. I felt like the weight of my past really weighed down on me. And because of that, I was like stuck in a certain reality. But there was a time that I went and I sat down to meditate, and I thought it was kind of weird. And then I sat down and I just simply knew, I had certainty that my life was going to shift. And it did shift. From that point going forward, my whole entire life transformed because I made a choice about myself. I choose to change my story. And then if I look to, 2017, when I went full-time, I went daily on YouTube, my whole entire life transformed. But what was that? It was one choice that I made, one intention I made, one shift that I made that completely transformed my life. And every one of you today listening to this, as we go through this live experience, we have the ability to make a new choice about who we are and to completely shift our own energy, our own vibration. And it's something that that once we make that choice, it's like it's a level of certainty that goes behind this. And I've really studied this. Because we have, there's a video. Let me see if I can show you this real quick. So let me share this real quick. Okay, I'm going to move this over real quick. I'm going to show you guys a video that I have. I'm going to screen share. I'm learning this new live streaming technology, just so you guys know. Eventually, I'm going to be bringing people on. We're going to be doing actual coaching. I have to figure out how to share my screen using Zoom so that you guys can feel the audio from that. And we're going to be going through processes together where there's going to be that live component. Now, real quick, though, what I want to show you guys is I want to show you the power that comes when we do that, of this instant shift that I'm talking about. A portal of energy, because some of these meditations on YouTube that we've created, like this one back from 2018, let me share it real quick. So share screen. All right. So screen one. Can you guys see my screen right now? You guys can see my screen okay. go ahead and let me know. Are you guys able to see my screen? Oh, here we go. Watch this. Okay. Can you guys see this real quick? If you guys could see this, could you comment below and let me know that you could see it? Okay, let me do this. So this video right here is a video that it's called "This Meditation Will Shift You to a Parallel Reality." Now, this meditation I made on YouTube back in 2018. It's got over 1 million views. There's a lot of people that listen to it. And I think what happens is the more people that listen to this video and do the meditation, it adds to a collective energy. And there's like a collective consciousness that we're connected to. But I want to show you how, why this meditation I think did so well was, and so many people transformed from it, is because in the meditation I'm going to lead you guys through in a minute, what we're going to be doing is completely shifting the certainty about who we are. So like, Cosmos Spray said, the last time I did this meditation, 5 months later, my exact visualization happened. I lived it. I saw it through my own eyes, the exact way I saw it in my head 5 months before. And this wish was not meant to be the first, it was not an easy goal at all. It was so stunning. I took a photo of it because I could not believe that could actually happen to me. So thank you. And if you guys go through, now the reason I'm showing this is not to brag or anything. The more we read and the more we look at like other people that have done something similar, it expands our perception of what is possible. And there's many other people like just did this meditation. Now just wait for the job I want to call me. Update. I got the job. I want it on the spot and a second position in store 2 for more hours. It really worked. Thanks, Aaron. I did this. Okay. Like there's many people throughout this video that have said, they've transformed from doing this one meditation. And I think the reason this did so well is in the meditation, we really wire in like a new version of ourselves. But the other thing is there's like a level of certainty that comes with it. So when then also I was going through the comments, I'm like, man, people like must be reading these comments, and then it's increasing the probability that it can happen for them. And then what happens is it just becomes their reality. So let me know if you guys can see me now. So basically, the power of what I'm sharing with you guys right now is that what we are going to do, how many of you guys, if you guys want to go through that same live meditation, write meow. If you want to go through it, write meow. Go and like this video and let me know or comment below. So what happens is when we are all connecting our energy fields together and we set group intention. Group intention. Now, group intention is when we have unified thought. Now, first off, understand this. Some of you guys might be feeling a lot of the pain, a lot of the craziness going on in the world. You might be empathic and really able to feel that. And the thing with that, of feeling that energy and that whole dynamic, this is about understanding that when you are in your own frame, when you are in your own body, what ends up happening is you are feeling present to the moment and you're really being there. You don't let other energies affect you as much. That's one of the main things that we need to realize when it comes to raising our vibe. How many of you guys understand what I'm saying? It's like there's a magnetic energy that comes when you are present in your body, in your feet, in your hands. And when you are doing that and you're not letting other people influence your thoughts, you're not letting other people's energies rub off on you in a negative way, you're able to maintain a high vibration. Now for this, I have this right here. Kind of see this. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to explain it to you anyways. This thing kind of, okay. Anyways, from okay, you can kind of see it. You got the scale of consciousness. Now realize that how you think, how you feel, and how you act is on autopilot. And if you want to change your reality, if you want to shift your reality, it is about changing how you think, feel, and act by making a new choice about who you are. Now, one of the most profound insights that I've ever learned and that I ever began to study was realizing this one idea. And we're going to get into the meditation here in a minute. That one idea is that every moment is a new moment. Every moment is a brand new moment. And every moment you are a brand new you. What quantum physics and what science shows us is that throughout a very short period of time, every cell of our body transforms, dies, and is reborn. And every moment, because we are shifting to another version of ourselves, what we can begin to do is create a greater degree of change, a greater degree of transformation. And one of the most powerful ways you can do this is by being present in your own body and amplifying the energy of the heart. Amplifying the energy of the heart. What the Heart Math Institute has shown is that the electromagnetic energy of the heart is thousands of times more powerful than that of the brain. And when we are in our heart, when we are living from our heart, and we are doing a meditation practice every day of really doing that, it has a profound effect on our own lives and of everyone else around us as well. You will notice that your energy will be more magnetic. People will respond to you in a different way. You'll be in the right place at the right time when you activate your own heart energy and you make a new choice about who you are. And yes, that's the thing. Jocelyn said, I think we need to shift away from our parents. Most of our story and most of our identity is based in that of the stories that we inherited from our parents or from our environment growing up. So that is true. And your story about who you are is keeping you locked in the current reality that you're in. The story. We all have a story. A story is like a belief. So we might have a story about love. I always attract this kind of person. We might have a story about abundance. Money comes and goes. I feel guilty for having it. We might have a story about people in our life. People always take advantage of me. I can't set boundaries with them. These are all stories. And that's it. That's it. I had an experience yesterday where I became aware of this story that I have, and a shift for me was realizing, do I have to buy into this? Yesterday, I went to this amazing house. I'm like looking at houses here in Austin. I'm renting a house right now, but I want to eventually buy a house out here. And I went to this amazing house that had like this epic view, and it was like so beautiful, and I felt so good in it. It was such a relaxing place to be. It was a little bit more of the naturey parts of Austin, so it was cool, and it had like these amazing views and stuff. And anyways, it was phenomenal. But there's this belief I have because one time I saw this video from Sadhguru. Many of you guys know Sadhguru. He had a video where he's talking about how you never want your head to face north. So in every house I've ever had, I've made sure that my bed is not facing north. So that my head is not facing north when I'm sleeping. And the idea behind this is that the iron in your body, because if your head's facing north, like there's a magnetic pull on the planet and it moves the iron into your head, and then there's more like toxic thoughts, more toxicity in your mind. So there was this belief, and I've always had a house that is like, okay, I have to be in, my head has to be facing like south or west or east, you know? But then what happened is I go to this house and it's amazing. It like ticks all these boxes, but then there's this one thing. You guys want to know what it was? It was the bed. My head would have been facing north, and there was no way to change that. Because the master bedroom had this fireplace, and then it had that, and then it had this balcony, and there was no place I could put the bed other than facing north. But then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, it is a story. Like, reality is flexible. Do I need to buy into that? I could. You know, there's certain belief systems and certain things that maybe it serves me to like maybe it was something that I became aware of, and that's when a shift happens, is when you start realizing and becoming aware of the story. And when you realize that every moment you're a new you, things can change like this. Things could change like this. Like that. It could happen very fast. But it happens when you make a new choice about who you are. That's when everything begins to change. Exactly. Align with Spirit said, everything changes when you change, when you align with what you believe to be true. What you believe to be true is always being reflected back to you. The key is becoming aware of these stories, becoming aware of this identity, because you will only act in alignment with the identity in which you live. And that's what we're going to be doing in today's guided activation. We're going to be doing an activation for connecting to our heart fields and shifting that energy. All right? Now, the key to this process is allowing your imagination. Now, realize if we're going to shift, there's an infinite number of parallel realities that exist. That's what quantum physics shows us. There's like the double slit cat experiment that they've done. And there's different experiments that show this, that there's different realities that exist that all overlay each other. And the thing is it's always this moment right now. When you remember the past, it was another moment of the now that you are remembering in this moment, but you never actually experienced the past. Although many people live in the pattern of the past because they buy into the story that I am this way. And you will never actually experience the future. Because by the time the future comes here, it'll be this moment, right? Meow. You guys get that? Right meow. This moment, right meow, is that of this moment. And then in the future, it will still be this moment. So the key is embodying the energy of the emotion you want right meow. And that's why we do these heart-centered exercises and we do group intention. Because when you activate your heart energy, you make a new choice about who you are and you embody this, it completely changes everything. Because remember, you get a reality that is equal to how you are thinking, feeling, and acting. And if you're like, well, I will feel this way once XYZ happens, then what ends up happening is you're prolonging your sense of feeling. I will feel awesome when XYZ happens. But the key to this is feeling awesome now, feeling as if that is that version of you now. And this isn't about, when it comes to manifesting, creating instant, like this permanent transformation in your life. It's not about getting something. It's not about a new reflection even. It's about changing who you are. And really, it's not even changing who you are. Like, it's about removing the layers of who you're not, really is what this is about, to be completely honest with you. But what you end up doing by doing that and changing and embodying like who you came here to be is then your outside reflection will change. But it's like everything changes as a reflection. People respond to you differently. You have more magnetic energy. But it's this instant shift. So right now, using group intention, right now, or right meow. Let's make the intention. Whether you're listening to this live or after it's live, you are tapping into the energy of all of us being connected right now. Just like the meditation that I showed, where there's like so many comments. And you guys can go back, I'll link to that meditation after this. So you guys can check that meditation out. There are thousands of comments, 42,000 likes, thousands of comments of people of saying that they've transformed their life from it. And when you read those, it rewires your brain and you can see it's possible for you. So what we are going to be doing today is tapping into that of collective energy, group intention dynamic, and making a new choice about who we are, just simply knowing that our lives are about to change. We're going to shift to a parallel reality of self that is more alignment than ever before. And remember, we're shifting right now. Right now is a new moment. Every moment we recreate ourselves to be a new version of ourselves. Now, the challenge is that we keep telling ourselves the same story over and over again, and therefore we keep experiencing the same reality over and over and over again. You see? So it's like, if we're changing anyways. Even if we stay the same, we still change. It's just that we've changed to stay the same. So thinking, feeling, and acting is our vibration. How you think, feel, and act is on autopilot. And it's on autopilot because in the past, we gave certain things meaning, reason. We gave certain things meaning, and then those meanings have been on autopilot, and we've stayed living within this safe little box. And the safe little box that we live in is whatever feels comfortable, whatever is familiar. My 9-to-5 job working at Barney's, New York, selling women's shoes was very familiar. I did not enjoy it, but it was familiar. I would do it, and I would enjoy, like, I'd go to work, I'd vent to other coworkers about how slow it is, and there's no customers here, and then I would deal with upper management. I'd have to suck up to get my schedule, and then I would bitch about that to my other employee, like the people I worked with. But guess what? I was used to those emotions. It felt familiar for someone to tell me what to do, to tell me to come to work every day. That felt familiar. And then I made a new choice about who I am. That is when you make a shift. Sometimes making a shift comes from pain. It comes from some experience that you feel pain, and then you make a new choice. You say, never again, I'm not putting up with this anymore. As Tony Robbins would say, you raise your standards. So that's what happened to me at Barney's, New York, by the way. I got pulled to the side and brought up to the office and written up with the store manager, the department manager, and the HR manager, and they were showing me a 5-minute video of me on my phone in the back sales room, in the back stock room. I was in the stock room because for literally 5 hours, there did not be one customer. Not one customer for 5 hours, so we take turns. One person would be on the sales floor, in women's shoes, which is where I worked, and then I'd go in the back, I'd be on my phone, and we take turns. But they wanted to make a point. So they brought me up there, and then they were like, look at this video of you on your phone. And then it was embarrassing, though, because we were all looking at what I was looking on my phone, which is Instagram. And I could see, it was just embarrassing because I could see whose profile, it was like the camera was so good that you could see what was there. And I felt they were like really wanting to wire it in. And what happened is it was so humiliating. I'm like, and this is what they said. After a minute, I said, I get the point. You can write me up. And what they then said is, no, we want you to watch this whole 5-minute video to let it sink in. That's what they said. And I was like, no, I'm not. You can write me up, but I'm not listening to I'm not watching this whole 5-minute video with 2 or 3 other people of me on my phone to let it sink in. You guys want to know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Dolores Cannon. Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. I love you, Dolores Cannon. I'm so sorry. It reminded me of Dolores Umbridge. Very different people. They're both short, but they're very different people. Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter, where he's making Harry Potter write on his hand, I must not tell lies. And then as it's getting deeper and deeper and putting a scar into his hand. And he's like, how long do I have to write, Professor? And then she's like, until it sinks in. Let's let it sink in a little bit. And that's kind of what happened at that 9-to-5 job. But in that moment, I felt so humiliated. I felt so small. And I felt so talked down to that I said, I will soon not be working for someone else. I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be embodying who I prefer to be. I'm going to go full-time on YouTube. I'm going to make videos every single day. I'm going to get out of this. And guess what happened? I made a new choice, and I shifted. I made the choice to shift. The challenge that many of us don't make the choice to shift. Okay, I get it. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a new choice about who we are. We're going to be using the power of intention and heart-based intention to create very powerful transformation in our own lives. All right? So, if you guys are ready for the meditation right meow, can you like this video below? And we're going to get into it. You guys want me to start right now? You guys want me to start? Like the video. I'm a Potterhead. Proud and strong. Potterhead means Harry Potter, but not like pothead. Potter. Okay, so now what we are going to do is I'm going to be doing a Q&A after the meditation. I have an exciting announcement to make too about a free 3-day Own Your Vibe challenge. There's so much craziness going on in the world that when we all come together like this, it has a powerful effect on our own lives. But I want to really help people learn to set boundaries, get in our own energy, be in what's called the frame technique. Many of you guys have heard me talk about that before. I'm going to be bringing on my shadow work integration coach to be helping with this. I'm so excited for that. But it's called the Own Your Vibe Challenge. And we are going to be doing that. And it's going to be completely free. And anyways, I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But anyways, it's something I'm excited for. However, let's get into that of the meditation right now. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add this to the stream. Let's see, maybe this right here. guys. Let me know if you guys can hear the music. If you guys can hear the music, can you guys push 1? You guys can hear the music? Can you guys comment down below and push yes? Okay, cool. Does the music sound good? Actually, I'm going to. Okay. Let's see. There we go. So this, what you guys see right here, this is, once again, this is a photo of Sedona, Arizona, a place called Bell Rock. It's a very powerful vortex of energy. And what we are going to be doing is connecting to this energy and using Bell Rock as a permission slip for us to activate our vibration and to activate a new us. So, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing. So, with that being said, we're going to go through a similar type meditation as the video that I showed you guys that is about shifting to a parallel reality. All right? Now, with this process, turn down the music just enough to where... Okay. So, for this process, what we're going to be doing today is every single one of you are going to activate your heart energy in a way like you have never done before. And what you're going to do is make a new choice about who you are today. And as you set this intention right now for yourself, what I'd like us also to do is let's set this intention for everyone else listening to this meditation. Either live or after it is live, let's tap into the energy of what is called group dynamic, like the group energy dynamic. It's like a portal of energy that we're tapping into right now. And let's set the intention that not only do you transform your life, but also everyone else listening to this meditation is able to transform their life and make a shift into a new version of self. A shift into the heart energy, unlike anything you've ever experienced. So now what I'd like you to do is what we're going to do is we're going to go into this meditation and we're going to take a couple deep breaths. And at one point in this meditation, we will wire in our heart energy even more. And we're going to do something called an Om activation. Om is considered one of the highest frequency mantras that exists. They say Om is the sound of the universe. And when you are using this frequency of Om, by just going Om, you are activating the energy of the heart. And you're connecting with everyone else doing this meditation right now or listening to it after it's live. Now that's exactly what we are going to be doing in today's meditation, is activating that energy, connecting with each other, and using that as a permission slip to shift into a new version of self. So set the intention right now that you transform your life and that everybody else here is able to transform their life and shift into their heart in a way unlike anything you have ever done before. So, let's go ahead now and let's get into this energy. So what I'd like to ask you to do is take a deep breath in and then a deep breath out. And feel free to close your eyes if you feel guided to, and then put your hands over your heart like this and put the sensation inside of your heart. So now let's take a deep breath in through our nose and then breathe it out through our mouths. Feel your body relax more and more. And simply know that with every breath you take, you're relaxing more and more, and you're allowing yourself to shift into this experience of transformation. Let's set the intention together right now with their hands over our heart, that all of us experience a very powerful transformation from today's exercise, today's meditation, and that it's for the benefit of all. Because you being the most authentic version of you is the way you add value to others. The way you are your most bold self, you are also your most magnetic self to all the synchronicities and blessings that you can experience in your life. Now bring the awareness and imagine a tiny ball of light going around your head, relaxing the energy in your head, behind your eyes. Imagine wherever you put this ball of energy, you feel this release, relaxing of energy. Now bring this energy now down to your jaw. Feel your jaw relax more and more. Bring this energy now into your throat and know that you are loosening up and relaxing all energy. Allowing yourself to let go of any tension, relax. Imagine your left hand, your left arm, feeling heavier and heavier and more relaxed. Your right arm, your right hand, putting your attention there, letting it loosen up even more. Now put the energy in your hands and in your heart. And realize wherever you put your attention, you are growing the energy. You are amplifying that. And the more you put intention inside of your heart, the more you will feel that energy grow. Now let's set the intention right now to let go of any heart walls we may have. A heart wall is these little energetic walls we put up inside of ourselves because we've become familiar with experiencing less than love, less than our natural self. These heart walls they literally block magic from coming into your life. Let's set the intention right now. The way our body works is it abides by the intention we set. Let's all set the intention right now that we feel safe in this space, that it's for the benefit of all and the benefit of self. But that we do is just think to yourself or even say right now, I am safe. I am safe. Put the energy inside of your heart and ask for that energy to amplify, to double the sensation of love inside of your heart. And see now there's more energy in that space because that's where the intention is. Now let's ask for it one more time. Can you double again? And love, remove any heart walls, and I intend to feel more love in my heart than ever before. And now feel how expansive that is. And now bring the awareness in your stomach. Feel your stomach begin to loosen up and relax. And now your left leg, your left foot, your right leg, your right foot. Now imagine any energy that's not serving you, any excess energy in your body, allow it right now to leave through the heels of your feet. Let it go. It'll be transmuted. And you can let that excess energy go. You can let go of any emotions maybe you've been hanging on to. Let it leave through the energy of your feet, the heels of your feet. There you go. Good job. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to connect And we are going to shift to a new version of ourselves. Now, to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to get very clear and we're going to imagine what the version of ourselves thinks, feels, and acts. So I want you to imagine a version of yourself that is doing what you love for a living, that is being a bold, authentic you. Maybe a version of you that's in this a perfect, fulfilling relationship, that's whatever your heart desires. But imagine this is your most authentic self. It exists right now, in this moment. And now what you can begin to do is using your imagination. This is your way of connecting with this version of you. And what you can do is imagine that you are looking through the eyes of this version of you that already exists. Imagine this version of you. Imagine how you would think, feel, and act. Imagine a scenario you might be in. What do you see? Experience this through the eyes of that version of you. What do you hear? What is your environment like as this version of you? What are the sounds? What is the temperature of the air? What is your body language like as this version of you? How do you carry yourself? Now realize that this version of you exists right now. And I want you to imagine that you've just created a reflection in your life of something amazing as this version of you. Could be a specific scenario, could be meeting someone, could be winning an award or getting a specific job or a certain success milestone for yourself. Whatever it is, as this version of you, feel it inside of your heart. You can feel it now. What does it feel like? And now, let's set the intention that we wire in and that this feeling that we're feeling right now plants a seed of transformation within our bodies, within our consciousness, that from this point going forward, you simply know that you will never be the same. Your thoughts will start to align with this version of you. Your feelings will align with this version of you, and you will naturally feel like taking action as this version of you. You will get intuitive insights. You will carry yourself differently. And from this point going forward, you will be a new version of you. Now imagine this version of you that you're looking through the eyes of right now. Imagine that you come back to wherever you are in your body doing this meditation. Now, I'm going to count down, or actually count up, from 1 to 10. And with every number I count, you are going to feel the energy inside of your heart amplify. You're going to feel more of a shift in energy. You're going to feel more certain that your life is going to change in a very positive way, from an activation of this higher self energy that exists within you. Now, I'm going to begin counting up from 1 to 10, and with every number, that energy will double in sensation. Put the energy inside of your heart now and feel that with 1, feeling your heartbeat, feeling and knowing that it is time for you to shift into this more aligned version of you. And then you allow 2 to feel it more inside of your heart, feeling that energy double with every number you hear. Allow that energy to grow, and imagine there's a ball of energy inside of your heart that continues to expand. And 3, feel it now. Expand even more inside of your heart. Let yourself feel whatever comes up. And 4, doubling that sensation again. Letting yourself activate this energy inside of yourself, knowing that you are making a powerful shift into a new version of you. And then 5, knowing that we have the power of this group energy, this group dynamic to create this shift for ourselves. So as you do it for yourself and others, they are doing it for themselves and you. And 6, feel the energy inside of your heart begin to double again and sensation, and imagine this ball of energy spinning faster and faster now. And 7, imagine this ball of energy continuing to grow, amplifying the love frequency, amplifying this certainty and this knowing that you are creating this powerful shift. And 8, doubling this sensation again. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. 9, feeling another doubling of that sensation, knowing that you are worthy, and that from this point going on, when we reach the next number, you will be a new version of you. You will simply know it. You will feel it. You will notice that people respond to you differently. And ask right now that you get some type of synchronous sign over the next couple days that you have shifted. And set the intention right now. You can always remember this meditation, this experience for amplifying the energy of your heart, knowing that you are love and you are who you prefer to be. And now 10, feel that energy. Feel it in your heart. Feel the certainty, knowing that from this moment going forward, you are a new version of you. You are who you choose to be right now. Every moment, you are changing. And every moment, you can make a new choice about who you are. And from this point going forward, imagine you are a more aligned version of you than ever, and imagine everybody else doing this meditation, whether it's live or after it's live, is also experiencing that transformation. Now let's take that energy and let's also send it out into the world to anybody that might need it. All the different parts of the world going through different transformations right now. Let's send that love energy and imagine more love, compassion, and unity between us all. And simply know that from this point going forward, you are a new version of you. So I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. By the time I reach 1, you're going to be feeling alert, present, excited, still calm, but also just knowing that you made a powerful shift within yourself. So now 3, feel the energy now in your feet, in your hands. 2, feel it in your legs, in your arms. And 1, feel free to open up your eyes now and feel that energy. Just feel it. How do you guys feel right now, huh? So what I'm going to be doing as well is answering questions now. Eventually, I'm going to have Zoom on here, so I'll be able to coach people, bring people on, bring people up. How was your guys' experience? Go comment below what your experience was of that meditation. And I want to welcome you because all of you guys are new versions of yourself. I see a new version of Virginia, of Bonnie Wright, of Don Tripp. I see a new version of all of you guys. Awesome. Do you guys feel like new versions of yourself? Let me ask you that. Do you guys feel like new versions of yourself? Awesome. I felt a horrible pain and tension leaving me. That's good. What's coming is going. Always remember that. Okay, now it's moving. Some of you feel tingly. Feel so much love in your heart. Wow. This is moving very quickly. the comments. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be answering questions. Eventually, I'm going to have Zoom on here, so I'm actually going to be coaching people and bringing people on. But I also want to let you guys know that we are going to be doing a 3-day challenge on that of March 18th, 19th, and 20th. So not this Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but next Friday and Saturday, Sunday, a free 3-day challenge called Own Your Vibe Challenge is the name of it. And if you guys want to join, you guys can go to, and I'll let you guys know at the end of this as well. But if you guys want to join, you guys go to www.ownyourvibechallenge.com. And I'll comment that in the chat as well. Ownyourvibechallenge.com. You can grab your spot. It's completely free. We're going to be activating our heart energy like we're doing right now. We're going to be also learning how to maintain a higher level of self without falling back into old patterns. Many times we'll make a little shifts. We'll feel better like we do right now, but we might find ourselves falling back down in frequency or vibration. Nice. Dee said, I cried and feel so much better. I'm lighter. I'm happy to hear that. That's awesome. Let's see. I'm going to be answering questions now. So like I said, if you guys want to join that free challenge, it's completely free. You guys go to ownyourvibechallenge.com, www.ownyourvibechallenge.com. I'll also comment it and pin it to the top as well. And then someone will right now put it in the chat as well for you guys. It's pinned to the top. So the Own Your Vibe Challenge. You guys can see that. Anyways, now, if you guys have questions. Oh, yeah. Christian said, I think you guys forgot the Om in the meditation. We will do that on the next one. So also, if you guys haven't already, subscribe below and turn on notifications so you can get notified to the next Sunday lives. We go live every Sunday like this. And also, if you could tell your friends and family and other people about it, the more people that we have come to these, the more powerful they are because the more heart energy that we are amplifying within ourselves. And we'll do a little activation every time. Let's see. Awesome. So if you guys have questions, feel free to ask questions. Now, let's see. Jess said, thank you. I wept and released all I need to release. I feel incredible light, bright, and full of love. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, yeah. How do you make the choice to shift? This meditation amazing, by the way. Okay, thank you. So the choice to shift, it's really about setting the intention and just making the choice about who you are. Let me go ahead and remove there we go. So what you guys do is you just make a new choice about who you are. And the new choice about who you are is it's just something that you make from your new identity, your new way of being. It's really as simple as making a choice. That's it. I think sometimes we think that this is some really big thing that we have to do, or it's something like we have to do a whole bunch of stuff to make a choice. Like a choice, you're always choosing. Remember what we talked about last time, ABC. Always be choosing. Always be choosing. Now realize this, if you keep shifting to the old patterns, the old frustration, the old blocks, the old feelings of being stuck, you're still making the choice to shift back to the old self. You're making the choice to shift. That's why awareness is so powerful here. So, let's see. So that's the key, is realizing that you're always choosing anyways, and you might as well choose what you actually want. You choose to be a way that is actually in alignment with who you prefer to be. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that's so true. Making the choice is easy. It's easy when you let it be easy. If you believe shifting is hard, then it will be hard. If you let it be easy, then it will be easy. Do you guys see the difference there? It's like if we believe that changing our identity or changing our beliefs or changing our stories is hard, then it will be hard. But realize your identity is flexible. Your identity is a flexible, I always say this in some of my, when I'm coaching stuff, it's a flexible little noodle. Your identity is a flexible noodle. It's not static, set for life. Like, it's not al dente, okay? Or whatever, where it's like really hard. It's you can choose and make a new choice about who you are. Doesn't mean you're not in your own frame. Doesn't mean you're not in your own frame. That's something we're also going to be doing at the Own Your Vibe Challenge on that of March 18th, 19th, and 20th, which is a free 3-day live event. We're going to be learning how to set and be in our own frame, how to be embodied. And from that, what that's going to do is it's going to create magnetic energy from the inside out, but it's also going to help us maintain a high vibe without being influenced by outside sources. Does that make sense? Awesome. Now, so JM said, when doing the meditation, is it okay to have the intention to bring back a particular person back into your life, or is that resistance and attachment? You can set the intention for whatever you want. However, I would not get caught in the details of a specific person. Maybe it's a certain type of energy that you want, right? So a lot of times what happens when people have trouble letting someone go is they're attached to the person in the specifics instead of calling in an energy and realizing this is about energy. This isn't about just a specific person. This is about a specific energy. So the thing that I'd recommend you do is not focus on the specific particular person, but imagine and feel the energy inside of your heart of you being connected to certain people in your life, of you being connected to that kind of energy, that kind of archetype. So someone said, can you give some time frame? Yeah, so the lives are on Friday, Saturday, Sunday of March 18, 19, 20 for the Own Your Vibe Challenge. It's completely free. It's going to be at 11 o'clock. It's going to be the same time as these lives. It's going to be at 9 a.m. PST or 12 EST. And they're going to last about an hour or two. And then there's also like a VIP option. And if you join VIP, there's going to be breathwork session on Friday. There's going to be my shadow work integration coach is going to be doing coaching of bringing people on and going through embodiment practices on that Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm going to be doing a more intimate coaching session with everyone that joins at VIP. But anyways, you guys can join by going to ownyourvibechallenge.com. You see it pinned in the top of the comments. Some of you say the link is missing from the page. That is weird. I'll email out about it too. For some reason, the link should definitely be working, obviously. Let's see. So yeah, so attachment. The key is the more attached we are, what we find is we're attached to meaning a lot of times. That's why letting go is so hard. Letting go of a person, letting go of a thing, because of the meaning. One of my best friends, his dog passed away like last week. He had a 15-year-old dog that was like getting pretty old. He'd like come to the house and he would like try walking into the pool. He could barely, he was getting real old, but like he was getting old, but it was very challenging for my friend, and rightfully so, because dogs and animals in general, we create powerful bonds with, but those bonds have a meaning inside of it. So my friend wasn't just letting go of his dog. He was letting go of so much meaning that came with his dog. And the meaning was his dog was there for him when he was going through law school. His dog was there for him when he was running a business. His dog was there and it was like there's so much meaning that he's probably feeling like he had to let go of. And that's what makes it hard to let go. So it's about really connecting and knowing that that meaning you can also create within yourself, that love, that connection, and have the courage to let go of something that may not be serving you anymore. Sometimes people hold on to people in their life because they're afraid that they're not going to get love, or they're not going to, find something else or somebody else. And really they're just attached to the meaning. Yeah, the link is inside the chat. If you guys have questions about the link, you go inside the chat. Are you in Costa Rica? I will be in Costa Rica in a couple weeks. Yeah, I will pin it above the comments. If someone on my team could go through and pin it on the comments inside of the YouTube video itself, like below the video, pin it with the correct link that works, that would be awesome, because the challenge is completely free to join. And yeah, I'm excited to do that. Let's see. Yeah, and we'll do it that next Sunday. We will be doing we'll do an actual Om activation next Sunday. So I promise you guys that. And then the week after that, it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to be going live for the Own Your Vibe Challenge, taking your energy back, how to raise your vibe and stay in high vibration without falling back into frustration, blocks, feeling stuck. If that makes sense, all that, Nice. So Mateo said, I let go of someone, but they still pop in my thoughts sometimes. Does that mean I'm still attached? It means there's like an old pattern that might be there, where I'll have like a wheel and like a pattern that is like, think about it. You may have been around someone or been thinking about someone for like years or months, and they're really strong in your energy field. But then if you all of a sudden you stop thinking about them, first off, if you try to stop thinking about them, it's going to be very hard to stop thinking about them. However, if instead what you do is you shift your focus, but you just observe the thought as it comes in. You're not trying to control it. You're not beating yourself up because you're still thinking of the person, but you start to observe it, but also the meaning you gave to that person. If it's like a meaning that's like, this was supposed to work, but it didn't, they're not texting me back, oh my God, that's a charge that is keeping that energy active in your field. What you want to do is you want to reframe it. You want to heal it. That's something we're going to also be doing in the free 3-day Own Your Vibe Challenge. Just talking about reframing meaning, because the meaning we give things is going to be what we experience. If it's hard to let go of someone, if it's hard to let go of an old identity, an old belief system, an old attachment, it's because we are hanging on to the meaning. We're not letting go of the old meaning. And when you let go of the old meaning, your vibration naturally begins to raise. You naturally begin to feel more free. So if we miss Fridays, are we able to watch it at a later time in the Own Your Vibe Challenge? Yes. If you guys go to www.ownyourvibechallenge.com and you join, it's completely free. We will be sending out replays. All right. There'll be replays of everything, even if you can't make it live on Friday. But of course, live is a different game. How many of you guys can comment below, like the video if you feel the energy from this live, Let's see. Let go. Yes. So yes, the more we let go of old meaning, the more powerful it is. Nathan said, I let go of a person and they texted me at work, Aaron, energy is real, guys. Yes, but you don't want to be letting, that's cool, but if you're still attached to the energy, of whether they respond to you or not, then what ends up happening is it's like that attachment is still alive. You don't want to let them go to get them back. Does that make sense? You want to let them go because you don't want to continue to be attached. You want to let go because you want to be free. Does that make sense? So that's awesome. It does work. When you stop projecting energy at someone else and you pull your energy back, it does make you more magnetic. Let's see. How do we reframe? Bobby Lee says. That's what we're going to be talking about on the Own Your Vibe Challenge. There's a whole process to it, but it's one, you become aware of the meaning that you're given to something. You become aware of your story, your identity. You become aware of it, and then what you do is after you become aware of it, you then look and you identify the payoff, the negative part of if you continue to believe that, what will you experience? And then you make a new choice. You give it a new meaning. Most of the meanings are on autopilot from childhood. We have things, people take advantage of me. No one is there for me. I'm not worthy. And these meanings, these stories are on autopilot. Until we become aware of them, they run our lives. We may be overly extending ourselves to other people, not able to set boundaries with people. These are all things that happen as a result of those core stories, and we all have core stories. And when you become aware of the core stories, your whole entire life changes. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now, let's see. You guys have other questions, feel free to comment below. I will also be using and looking at those questions to add to the next videos that I do. And remember, every Sunday we're doing this. Every Sunday at 1, except for I will, in a couple of weeks from now, be going to Costa Rica for a week or two. Those Sundays I won't be unless I have good Wi-Fi connection there. And I'll see how my energy is because I'll be leading a retreat. Are we going to be doing the flame meditation today? So that's called the frame technique. The flame meditation is one of the most powerful meditations I've ever learned. And that's what we're going to be learning in the Own Your Vibe Challenge. I'm going to be actually bringing on my shadow work integration coach to help us through this process. He's who I learned it from. He has a double PhD in Carl Jungian psychology. Carl Jung, let me know if you've heard of Carl Jung before, but he talks about transformational psychology. Shadow, the shadow is the unconscious part of ourselves that runs most of our life. So, yes. Awesome. How do I attract a girl who has gone through a breakup? So you want to attract a girl who has gone through a breakup. So is this a specific person? Now, like I said, for all of this stuff, when it comes to attracting someone, you want to first off be in alignment with yourself. You want to be living in alignment with who you're passionate about being. You want to be the most authentic version of you. You want to make sure that like you are being who you came here to be because you're more likely to then attract an equal reflection to that. Now, you want to also embody the self-love. You want to be in your own frame, not trying to be a part of their frame. The person that you want to attract somebody, you don't want to become a part of their reality. You want to be leading in your life and not need it and have your life so good and like focused on working on yourself and all of that, that your energy is magnetic and then you will attract it. But you let go of trying to attract that. That's one of the best things you could do because then you let go of resistance. Does that make sense? But you never want to necessarily attract a specific person. Focus on the energy of how you would feel. Because the energy of how you would feel, you can feel right now inside of your body. This is a great question from Viola. Is there such thing as a generational curse? So there is such thing as ancestral energy that's inside of our bodies that comes from our parents, their parents' parents, and from also our line of ancestry when it comes to like our nationalities and stuff. And the reason that is because energetically we were in our mom and our mom was in her mom and there's like an energy field absorption. There are ways of transcending it though. Maybe what I'll do is I'll talk about that on the Own Your Vibe Challenge. And it is so powerful to be clearing that energy. And yeah, I'm super excited to share more about that. But yes, there are practices you can do for becoming aware of the stories and the energies of your ancestry. And many times people will have money issues, love blocks and stuff like that. And it will come from either parental dynamics or absorbing that from the environment and the parents growing up, which may have come from their parents, so it's no one's actual fault, Like my dad was a nice guy. My dad's dad was a nice guy. And then I had to transcend that pattern. And the nice guy pattern is like letting people walk on you, being really nice. It's like, it's inauthentic. And once I transformed that, my whole entire life changed. But that's something that we all have the ability to do. We can all clear that, exactly. So with that, now there is that meditation that I showed you guys earlier, the shift to a parallel reality meditation. It's one of the most meditations I have ever made. And it's something I recommend you listen to for 21 days. Watch how you really wire in this shift and watch how that changes everything. So I'm going to go ahead and link that somewhere here for you to check out. It'll be right here. Go ahead and check that out. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Come back next Sunday. I'll see you then. And as always, peace, much love, and namaste.